What's going on, guys? This is Prop from Professor with another special video for you guys. It's another in-depth comparison. I know you guys have been liking that, so thank you for the support, and I appreciate everybody who likes, comments, subscribes on the channel. Yeah, it helps every view. So we have Forex Prop firm Infinitive Funding today. Right, so Forex prop firm started in the prop firm industry by offering two funding models, which was the instant funding and the two-step challenge. Um, in November 2022, they released their one-step challenge, which I did a review on. Right after they released it, it was quite revolutionary, right? It's actually one of my most viewed videos, indicating its demand, right? So a lot of you guys liked it and watched it. I appreciate all of that. Its benefits are respective for those who believe they require more than 30 days or want to get funded faster, with no minimum maximum days and lower drawdown limit, meaning that, yeah, you do have the option of minimum maximum days, but you have to be more disciplined, right? So let's actually look onto their website and check out what they're all about, right? So this is the gist of it. They give you 5% profit of what they make on the evaluation. No consistency rules, no daily drawdown limits, no rules to fill. That's one of their keys. And $10 million scaling plan. Keep 90%, 100% profit share. All right, guys. So let's actually look into the one-step model, right? So with the one-step model, you have to just prove your trading skills, which is a 10%. So let's actually look into it, right? It's a 10% profit target, and you have an overall drawdown of 6%, daily drawdown of 4%, minimum trading days are none, maximum trading days are none. EA signals overnight wicked positions accepted, absolutely. Tradable are the crypto, commodities, forex, indices, and stocks. 90% up to 95%, but there are times during the promotion we do get that 95%, right? So let's look into the broker, 8-cap, best payout system, right? They actually talk about other firms which charge monthly fees, 10p to over leverage, right? So they have a 1 to 10 leverage, which show they actually have a lower it's honestly, it's better for you, right? So let's look into the other models, right? They have, yeah, so they have a two-step challenge. As you guys know, I've reviewed that. Instant funding, right? You guys can check that out. Let's look into the pricing, okay? So let's say start a challenge. Here are the prices for the one-step challenge. We have a 25K at 179 USD, 50K for 319 USD, 100K at 479 USD, and a 200K at 939 USD. So the prices are pretty decent. Yeah, let's look into Infinitive Funding. So Infinitive Funding just released their own version of the one-step challenge, but with very similar but slightly different profit targets, drawdown limits, and technical rules. As of January 2023, Infinitive Funding released a brand new version of one-step challenge funding model, which is available for purchase if you guys want to check that out. We also have a relatively new one, which is, right, 2021. This is good because they have a good reputation since the time they've been in operation. So, right, direct competitors to Forex Prop firms. So it just made a lot of sense to compare these two. Again, thank you for all the support. Currently offering 3 funding models: the instant, the two-step, and the one-step challenge. So let's take a deep dive on their website. So here are the terms and conditions. Now we're not looking at that. So here is the front page. It's pretty cool. It says kickstart your trading career definitive. Do you have what it takes to pass your evaluation to up to 200,000? So that's the max capital you can buy initially. That's the largest account. So they do have the instant funding, right? Minimum 2.5% required. The challenge, which is the 2-phase, right? But today we're going to compare the one-step challenge because that's the most requested. So the 10% profit target on the instant funding, once you do, the one-step challenge, so the 10% on the one-step challenge. So now the duration is unlimited, meaning no minimum or maximum days. We have a equity drawdown of 7.5%. A 4% daily drawdown, very similar to Forex Prop because they had a 6% equity drawdown. These guys have a 7.5%, so maybe a little slightly advantage in that aspect. They do have a trading policy, which is don't risk more than 100% of your drawdown limits or risk 50% of your drawdown limits per trade, and don't trade without a stop loss, right? So here are some of the pricings that you guys see. They actually give you a option to trade from 2,500 bucks, which is really interesting. It's pretty cheap at $60, right? And yeah, you guys can just look at the pricing right here. It goes all the way to 200,000, which is at 1140. And the leverage is interesting. You guys can start with 1 to 100, then 200 to 1, and then 400 to 1. I don't recommend trading with leverage, guys, because you don't really need more than 1 to 10 if you're using a 1% risk per trade. But if you believe that you're profitable consistently and you want to just take other trades during the day other than just one setup, you will need more leverage. So I guess that's a benefit. Account scaling up to 3.2 million. Automated trading, platform tools such as MT5. Performance, trading journal, and a payout dashboard, so you guys can always track that stuff, right? They have low spreads, fast execution, high leverage, and 660 plus currency pairs, including FX, indices, and crypto. And they offer Islamic accounts, so if you're a Muslim who wants to trade without swap, yeah, you guys can get into that, right? But you gotta pay a little more. So let's look into the terms and conditions, right? So let's look at the scaling plan specifically, right? The scaling plan is right here. So if you start out with 100K, this would, after making 8%, you would be at this amount of capital. And then let's say you started with 9%, you would be at this amount. Right? And then you make 10%, you'd bet this amount. Then you make 11%, you'd bet this amount. But you have to reinvest the profit. So if you want to scale up, you can't withdraw unless you make more than the profit target scaling. Then you can withdraw whatever is remaining off the top and then scale up to the next size, right? So with the 200,000, you have more potential to go up to 1.6 million. But I believe they allowed you to go higher. Yeah, they said 3.2 on the front, but it says 1.67 here. Not sure why. But yeah, that's basically the scaling plan on the one-step challenge. And one thing I actually just realized is that it's kind of hard for most traders to, like, let's say you're using an EA, right? There's not a lot of MT5 expert advisors out there, especially for risk management. So definitely, if you do have a risk manager, make sure it's for MT5 before trading with Infinitive Funding, or just use a lot size calculator, right? If you have an EA that trades automatic, great, right? So you do have the freedom to do that. So let's just get into the other aspects of this review, guys. All right. So let's just look over the overview, which is a 10% profit target on the one-step challenge. You have a max drawdown of 7.5%, a max daily drawdown of 4%, no minimum maximum days. We have a profit share of 80-20 up to 95.5, no lot size limits, and a max 2.5 risk per asset, meaning that let's say you're trading gold, you can't risk more than 2.5% of your account on that trade, guys. Okay, next, Forex Prop firm. We have a one-step challenge overview, which is a profit target of 10%. We have a max drawdown of 6%, max daily drawdown of 4%, no minimum maximum days, leverage of 1 to 10, profit share of 90-10, up to 100, during promotion, and a max 1.5 risk per asset. Right? It's a draw. I feel like Infinitive caters to more traders that have small accounts that are affordable. It's pretty much similarly priced as FPF at 179. I think FPF though has better pricing for larger account though, from 50K to 200K. It's a draw because of the variety and affordability offered by both firms. Profit share. It's a draw. Forex Prop firm offers a 90-10 from the start, 95-5 occasionally with the 100-0 with bi-weekly payouts. Infinitive, however, offers 75-25 or 80-20 with the coupon code from the start and weekly payouts, but long term you can scale up to 95-5. And yeah, I think the weekly payouts are pretty convenient and they offset for the lower initial profit share, right? Forex Prop firm has a bi-weekly, so draw. Brokers. Infinitive uses their own brokerage, 1 to 100 leverage, up to 1 to 400. Hedging is allowed. Forex Prop firm uses 8cap as their sponsor, leverage of 1 to 10, and hedging is not allowed. Rules. It's a draw because both firms seem to have similar rules. Both firms allow the use of EAs, trade copiers, and they have a responsible trading policy where there is a max risk amount. FPF uses a max 1.5 risk per asset. Infinitive uses a max 2.5 risk per asset, max 4.75 total open. FPF doesn't do that, so it's still a draw. Payouts. Infinitive has weekly payouts every 7 days, so they win that one because it's great for those who have the desire to withdraw more often for lifestyle purposes, more flexibility, right? Dashboard and platform. They have a built-in trading journal, performance tracker, payout tab with all login details in-app. An additional benefit is that they use MT5, right? So that's one of the benefits to it. I do believe MT4 is much slower, but on that funded, you can get one off with FPF. But with the dashboard platform, I must say Infinitive has a really clean and intuitive one. So, scaling plan. FPF definitely takes this one because they offer more capital and scaling up to 10 mil and easy steps towards their max scaling, while Infinitive offers scaling up to 3.2. They said 1.67 max when I saw that, but they said 3.2, so I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt with higher profit targets per step in scaling. So yeah, it's 10% throughout for FPF, which is pretty good. Website layout and theme. I think they both have a good website layout and theme, which in my opinion are equally as attractive, just a difference in colors and drop-down menu placements. So, reviews. I think FPF wins this because they have more reviews and a higher rating. Infinitive has 108 out of 4 star, and they have a 4.5. So this is Trustpilot, as you guys can see. It doesn't reflect the quality of the firm, but obviously it's better for peace of mind. Support. I don't have no verdict, honestly, because I don't have personal experience with Infinitive as of yet. So check out their Trustpilot with current customers. I will be testing them out, however. FPF has a good support, but I think there is room for improvement, right? there are delays when requesting payouts or getting responses from support due to the need of approval, right, from the directors, which are busy individuals. I get it, it does take time to get everybody catered to, all the people that are with it. It's pretty popular, so yeah, it's a process of getting it. Payouts are received, but it can take like 24 hours, sometimes up to a few days. That can be inconvenient, right? Because timing is of the essence to me as an entrepreneur, and this is crucial because prop firm industry has become very, very competitive, as you guys know. Max capital allocation, that goes to Forex Prop firm. FPF has a 200K largest account. You can purchase as many challenges as you prefer to combine up to 10 million, right? In USD, in scaling capital, right? Infinitive only offers 3.2 max funding, ability to purchase 600K in challenges. So obviously, right, unlimited is better than a certain limit. So extra features. Infinitive has a covered losses feature, which is interesting, right? So on the account, you guys can, let's say you have a 5% loss for the week. They will cover it and take your account back to starting balance. This is the only once though. Only once. This is a breakthrough in the industry because often discounts and promos. We have FPF, which is a challenge profit share. You can get 10% of the profits made from the challenge. And they also give often discounts and promos, right? Yeah. Next, let's see who is the better prop firm here. Infinitive or FPF. Now, this was a really close decision for me. I personally think it's a draw because I really just can't say like which one is better in this situation, right? They're very, very similar, but FPF did it first, so I gotta give it to them, right? Um, they also have a little more of an edge when it comes to the profit share. Um, starts with 90%, no max daily loss, better scaling potential, larger max capital, tighter risk parameters, which is a 5% max drawdown on a funded, where they have 7.5, larger community, and they're proven to pay out. With Finotive, they have more variety to cater to traders like smaller accounts, weekly payouts, higher overall drawdown, which is 7.5, higher risk per asset allowed, which is 2.5, all EAs allowed, MT5 challenges, loss coverage, free journal, performance tracking, and more. Alright, so these are just something to keep in mind, but it's really based on preference. But I personally prefer Forex Prop firm for those reasons, and obviously they started it first just by like a few months. So yeah, competition, man. Next, conclusion. Here is my conclusion. I have a question. What do you prefer more? Which prop firm? Comment below and explain the reason, okay? And are there any prop firms I should check out and review in later videos? Comment below, man. Don't be afraid to comment and share your thoughts, ask these questions, and get them answered. Alright? Peace. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single like, comment, and subscription. Please do so and add to notifications. Stay tuned for more reviews, right? I will be updating you guys when I get a Infinitive account. And yeah, share your thoughts below. Have a great trading year, man. This is the time to take advantage, right? Of all these opportunities in the space. So yeah, peace, love, and abundance. Thanks.